Hello, thank you for watching this webinar. What is really the definition of success if you think about it? Is success something that shows that you make a lot of money, or that you have a lot of money, or that you have investments? What is success? Success is something that's based on each individual person. It's individual because the success of one person doesn't necessarily mean success of another. Absolutely not. You have many companies that are very successful and they belong to so many different people because they're public companies. Does that make the owner of those shares successful? Maybe not. Success is the steady, measured progress towards a goal and the achievement of that goal. Your goal, the goal that you design for yourself. So it could be that in the definition of success, your goal today as a practitioner, as a physician, would be possibly to see more patients than you did last week. It could be also that you have more new patients this month as you did last month. Or perhaps that you regularly, on a weekly or daily or monthly basis, speak to your staff, and even though they've been downcast or they've been unhappy, your goal was to boost them up and have a better team. The building up of that team, that could be your goal. If that is what the goal is, and you have a measured, steady progress raising you to the achievement of that goal, that's what success is. That's called successful. So success is something that's based on what your goals are and whether or not you're meeting those achievements. Success is something that develops over time. Now, however, no matter what, big achievements come one step at a time, no matter what you do. It's not something that you wish. It's something that you design by the person that you are and that you take one step at a time. Success is also something that elevates you. It lifts you up from the position that you're in now. Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, in every way. Because you've reached that goal that you've taken. Let's say you've set up certain goals for yourself. Let's say 3, 4, 5 months into the year, that the year started, and at the beginning of the year you were all gung-ho, you were going to do all of those beautiful things, and it's several months into the year, and you did not meet your goals. Does that make you unsuccessful? The answer is no. It just makes it so that you should be bitter enough at the past neglect that you now make those changes and then reform and reroute where you're going. That's it. Not angry. Anger doesn't bring you anything. Angry means that you lost your cool, you lost your equanimity. Bitterness is what shakes you up and lets you know, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life? Is this what I want to do for the rest of this month? Is this the direction that I want to go to? And if the answer is no, then you make that change. So by being bitter about the situation is when you wake up in the morning and say, this is the last day that I will do this. This is the day that you turn your life around. And you could change that at any given time. You could change the direction. You might not reach a different destination overnight. That may take time. But the direction can be changed right away. It's a matter of hours, a matter of minutes sometimes just a matter of seconds. I will no longer do this, period. It's interesting. I knew someone where I lived. As you know, I was raised in Paris, France. And I knew someone who lived downstairs from the building where I was where I was raised, who was extremely angry, no matter what. One day I came down, and that person was just so quiet and calm and said that hello, and I was surprised because he was always moaning and always, saying things which were so negative and always groaning and whatever the case may be. Well, one day he came and he was so nice. And a few days later, again, he was so nice. And I thought, maybe he's not well. Maybe something is wrong with him. Why is he nice? Why is he calmed down? And I went up to him and I asked him. I said, it's been so many years that I've known you. And you're always an angry person. Always saying how terrible things are. The weather is bad and people don't pay attention to things and always complaining. But in the last several days, as I've seen you, you're always smiling. You're always saying, are things okay? Are something happening in your life? He said, something? My father passed away. And I realized life is short. I don't want to live like that anymore. And so I decided to take on a different attitude. That's all it took. One small change. Now in his case, unfortunately, it was the passing away from his father. But that's all it takes sometimes. It's the bitterness and or the awakening of this one concept which changes your life. And at that moment, you can do whatever you wish. And that's the day that you turn your life around. Thank you, and looking forward to great news.